How's it going? It is all the news all the time. Yes, it is. And my name is Adam. And we're looking at some fun things today, not to be taken too seriously. The Washington Free Beacon, never heard of it in my life. I think it's a satirical website. But what are they saying? Johnny Depp is Man of the Year. Well, I quite like this already. What are they saying? A man can only take so much from his ex-wife. You can see the tone of the article already. Professional actress, that's dubious. And succubus, that's not. AH simply could not let her husband go. No, she can't. Several months after their 2017 divorce was finalised, AH hounded her former husband, movie star Johnny Depp, with wild accusations of abuse, culminating in a vicious op-ed published in the Washington Post. In it, she intimated years of emotional, physical and psychological abuse, she was only with him for 15 months, by Depp, in an attempt to reinvigorate, no, not really, her acting career through the vessel of the #MeToo movement. Yeah, it was never good. She's never good at acting in the first place. If you have the misfortune to see that film, London Fields, you'll know what I'm talking about. These allegations cost Johnny Depp millions in lost earnings, yeah, loads of money, and severed his relationship with Disney. Although nowadays, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know their arse from their elbow. The studio home to his blockbuster Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Fed up, Depp sued AH for defamation in a case that would become the trial of 2022. Fueled with gallons of red wine, you might say megapints of red wine, and mountains of the Palm's world-famous chicken parmigiana, Johnny turned the tables on his accuser, that's right. He hired the hottest trial lawyer he could find, superstar Camille Vasquez, and holed up in a legal war room at the Ritz-Carlton, there's worse places you could be, to plot the scorched earth legal strategy. The trial exposed several incidences of vicious physical and psychological abuse AH thrust upon Depp. Yeah, that's the way round it was. Vasquez also masterfully revealed the fiction of AH's claim that she contributed the proceeds of their divorce settlement to charity. That AH and contributions don't go together. AH's defense strategy mystified most legal observers because it was incomprehensible. In a feeble attempt to paint Depp into an unflattering light, AH and her attorneys accused Johnny of being a drug abuser, an alcoholic, financially reckless, the guy does buy islands, and being friends with Keith Richards. In short, their plan was to accuse the world-renowned degenerate Johnny Depp of being Johnny Depp. How outrageous. Initially, the jury seemed to believe that Depp was in fact scumbag enough that he could be guilty of abuse, but Depp's attorney were prepared. To win over a jury, the art of persuasion is key, this is true. Often it requires a change of pre-existing perceptions by bringing new stuff to light. In the trials, coup de grace, this is exactly what the Depp team did. They brought new shit to light. Literally, metaphorically, and in every way. Many people believe the myth that beautiful women do not, in fact, poop. Oh, well, maybe they do. AH is undoubtedly a beautiful woman. Well, she was. She's looking a bit ropey now. Johnny's legal team knew there were likely several jurors who shared this preconceived notion. They needed to change perceptions. Yes, they did. Vasquez, good choice of her, did just that when, in a legal masterstroke, she presented the jury with photographic proof of a substantial pile of fecal matter laid upon Depp and AH's bed. Proof, Vasquez claimed, that not only does AH defecate, but AH does so with malice, aforethought. Not the kind of malice that comes from the morning after a chili dog and dark beer blender, those pints of Guinness, but willful, vengeful malice. Considered a war crime by the Geneva Convention, biological weaponry is outlawed in nearly every country except the shithole. Even the shithole ones. Revolted, the jury gasped. Perceptions changed. AH, caught off guard by this presentation, attempted to blame her dog, the 4-pound Yorkshire Terrier named Boo. Nice dry toots. The jury knew this was no doggy accident. It wasn't a baby Ruth or a muddy sock. It wasn't a Mr. Hanky. No. It was a turd. It was an Amber Heard turd. It was an Amber turd. Case closed. The traumatised jury and the rest of us ruled in Depp's favour, granting him a judgment of $10 million as well as $5 million in punitive damages, reduced to $350,000 due to Virginia state law, concluding the trial of the year for defeating #MeToo with a number 2. Johnny Depp is 2022's Washington Free Beacon Man of the Year. Again, I wouldn't take this too seriously because there seems to be quite a lot of Men of the Year for this year for some reason. We've got Stephen Sweeney down here, Man of the Year. We've got Paul Whelan, more Man of the Year. We've even got Men of the Year, male athletes, Men of the Year. So who knows what's going on. I just thought I'd show you this because it was quite funny, made me laugh. And what else is going on? I was looking at this article, Rapid Fire Divorces, 15 Shortest Marriages of All Time, looking at the various people who ran away from each other as fast as they could possibly get. Nicolas Cage and Erica Koike, 4 days. 4 days. He was like, nope. Pamela Anderson, Rick Solomon, 2 months and 6 months. 2 months, 6 months. And why not? Meghan King and Cuff Biden Owens, there's some words, 2 months. Nicolas Cage and Lisa Marie Presley, he's like, he just doesn't seem to like women. He marries them and then runs away. And who can blame him? Britney Spears, she's back again. Jason Alexander, this has got to be a record, 55 hours. And 55 Robin Givens and Svetlana Marinkovic, 7 minutes. That's got to be the record. That's got to be the record. Who said this gentleman breaks marriages too soon? Me. American actress Robin Givens, there she is, who garnered media attention for her troubled marriage to Mike Tyson. Wow, brave. Later married her tennis instructor, this person, on this date. However, within a day, or I must say within 7 minutes, 7 minutes? I mean, how do you do something that bad in 7 minutes? Svetozar reported that they've called it quits. I don't know how that happened. Even though neither revealed the exact reason for their short-lived marriage. 7 minutes? You haven't even got out of the church. I don't know, or wherever you were. Several outlets reported that it happened due to low commitment and patience. 7 minutes? I mean, how can you have lack of patience in 7 minutes? And low commitment? I mean, what'd you do? Go to the toilet and come back again? I mean, what? 7 minutes. Oh, there's lack of commitment to patience. 7 minutes, person. Marinkovic later quoted, the marriage lasted 7 minutes. Well, there you go. I think you need to have a little think about your actions. And of course, we got Johnny Depp and the succubus, the sea witch over there. She's out plotting who she can get her hooks into these days, and no one's having it. The world has witnessed AH and Johnny Depp's 6-week defamation proceedings, accompanied by bombshell testimonies and lots of drama. AH, however, lost the case, yes she did, and was ordered to pay loads of money. Recently, she settled her defamation case with Johnny, sort of, stating that she'd lost faith in the US legal system. I think more the US legal system has lost faith in you, and you were going to lose, and badly. And he knew that you don't have any money anyway, so there's no point. You can't sue someone for money if they haven't got the money. That's what I was always taught. Amber's marriage to Johnny Depp has seen several ups and downs. Well, there's the understatement of the century right there. Several ups and downs. While Johnny was victimised by the Aquaman star, that's right, she made every effort to defame him in front of the world. She's a real charmer, absolute charmer. I'd rather marry a wet scorpion. That's what I would, for even 7 minutes. Johnny and Amber tied the knot in February 2015, and that was a bad day. However, just 16 months of their marriage later, AH files for divorce, citing abuse. Johnny reportedly paid $7 million as part of the divorce settlement, which he spent on, on crack and whatever. Despite their divorce, the two have publicly displayed their bitter relationship in courtrooms in America and Britain since then, and she lost badly. Here we got Eddie Murphy. He's not the wisest of people. He puts it around and then has to pay forever. He's still paying ridiculous amounts of money to Scary Spice dishes down there, and he's been linked to several hot women from the industry, like Mel B from Spice Girls. Isn't he paying her $100,000 a month for the rest of her life or something? That's an expensive night. Miley Cyrus, Liam Hemsworth, 8 months. I mean, when I see people and I see who they're married to, it sort of changes my perception of them. I sort of saw him as quite intelligent and rational, and now I don't. I just don't. Kim Kardashian, Chris Humphries, 72 days. I'm still amazed by that 7 minutes thing. Ernest Burgoyne, Ethel Merman, 1 month. I mean, what is going on? Sinead O'Connor, she's as mad as a bag of frogs. And Barry Herridge, 16 days. I mean, hasn't she gone off to be a nun somewhere? What is she now? Irish therapist. If you get therapy from her, I'm sure you're going to come out weirder. Mario Lopez and Ali Landry. I mean, two good-looking people. How long did it last? We don't know. How long did it last? 18 days. So there you go. And Jim Carrey and Lauren Holly, 309 days. That's not terrible. I mean, it is terrible, but it's not terrible. Chris Catton's Sunshine, that's a ridiculous name, 59 days. There you go. Drew Barrymore, Jeremy Thomas. Isn't he the porn star, or is that someone else? Someone else I'm thinking of. And this was written by Malika. She's a lawyer and writer by profession. How the Mighty Have Fallen, writing this sort of shenanigans. It's quite funny. So there you go. Some of the most ridiculous people doing the most ridiculous stuff, as always, as they do. Which one is the one that you think is the most ridiculous? I'm still going with the 7 minutes, because that's just frankly absurd. I mean, what can you do in 7 minutes? I mean, I'd say what can you do for the remaining 5 minutes, but for 7 minutes, I don't know. Well, there you go. And I was looking at this as well. There's some interesting new images coming out from Stephanie Branchou. She's a still photographer on the set of Jeanne de Barry. So if you look at her Instagram site, you'll find there's some new photos coming from her, which I've put on the channel, if you want to have a little look at those. And I think that's about everything. Let me know your thoughts, your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions. And are you going to go and see the film? Well, you've got to be in France. And I think that's about everything. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.